fancy buttons.
Your fancy buttons made us mute.
TP Show.
What did you forget to do?
I forgot to hit the record button.
TP Show.
I need my animal.
I'm gonna randomly babble for a bit.
TP Show.
So I think we're gonna just this one.
Get ready. Are you ready? These
I'm ready.
kids are ready. Oh, that's little Martin up front. He has the highest score on Tetris. Beth and Mitchell play Street Fighter for 2 days straight without eating or going to the bathroom. Is that even possible? It's time to talk video games.
Let's talk it.
Video games.
Yes.
So
we
Yes,
all
yes.
know Cyberpunk was released way too soon.
yes,
And it had so many glitches.
dude, it took
and
them
it
10
has-
years to make it though, and well, let me rephrase. They did 10 years of hype for the same game.
Right.
I think that's my bigger
And it has
issue.
one of my favorite actors of all time in it.
Yep.
Keanu.
Yep, and he brought it. Didn't he do a promo for it like 2 years before it
Yes.
actually came out?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And that was like the 5th promo. Like every single E3
Right.
had a big giant Cyberpunk. So keep going with your story about
Okay.
Cyberpunk.
So then they release it and it glitches. And so they're like, hey, everybody who bought a digital copy, we will give you your money back. Be it Xbox
nice.
or PlayStation, we'll just give you your money back because we know our product sucks.
We kind of screwed up.
But if you bought a pre-order or an actual copy,
A physical
well,
copy.
there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. But hey, it is what it is. But for everybody that still plays it, we're gonna do these patches for you and make the game better.
Make it usable.
So you tell us what you want, and we're gonna do it. Well, someone said, let's make the game wet. It's not wet enough for me.
In the fallout of Cyberpunk 2077's messy release, it's time to ask a question that's been on my mind. Is Cyberpunk 2077 wet enough? As Polygon's official wet correspondent, I have high expectations for Cyberpunk's
How in the world do you
rituals.
become a wet
After all,
correspondent?
it
That's
says
my question.
right
Like,
here
did she
in
go
the
to
latest
class for
rule
that?
book
Does she have a
that
degree or a
slick
certificate?
streets Are
Yeah,
a staple
it's that
of the genre.
same degree that
But
you
why
go to
is
become a
that
gynecologist.
So important? Allow me to take you on a journey through time.
You mean
and
a
precipitation.
doctor?
Cyberpunk
No, a
2077
gynecologist.
is based on the original 1988
Like I said, a
TTRPG
doctor?
Cyberpunk 2020. How many more numbers can I fit in one sentence? Stay tuned. The TTRPG introduced the setting of Night City, a sprawling metropolis.
Basically, they should have just called it
somewhere on the
Blade Runner,
California
but we
coast
have
between
to
Los
call it something
Angeles
else
and
because
San
Blade Runner
Francisco.
will sue us.
Simone,
Or
people
like
are
John
screaming
Wick.
at me.
Like-
It doesn't rain that
yeah.
much in California.
John
And
Wick
to them I
Matrix.
say, 1,
Like-
this is fiction. 2,
And Mikey,
the world
thank
book
you for
makes
saying
a
that you
point of
listen every
describing Night
Tuesday
City's
and we're one of your
wet-ass
favorite
weather.
podcasts.
Dude, I
Thank you
totally
so much,
appreciate
dude.
that.
Every day
You know what?
grim,
We have
gloomy,
dropped the
and
ball on the count, by the way.
We
We
did.
used to have that at the top of the show. That has to come back.
Yes.
So next week,
I
back
agree.
at the top of the show.
Maybe that's
And-
when we enter TikTok, just for Mikey.
Exactly. And we need to tell Mikey that we split TikTok because they made us so angry. I mean, just straight up.
Right.
I was just so angry at them. I think I've been on TikTok half of a time this last week.
Not one, but several man-made plagues that wipe out
Yep.
plants and people. It's part of a larger theme about how humans, and specifically corporations,
That's crazy.
have effed the earth right up. It's also part of a great legacy.
Wow,
of
this is-
wetness
you know what I
in the
consider this?
cyberpunk genre. Mike Pondsmith is the game designer
You know
behind.
what? As
TL.
she's doing this,
TLDW.
My dog-
Didn't watch. What?
just watch. Just watch.
Yeah, I'm watching.
You know what he's doing?
no.
He
what
got
is
into my
doing?
trash.
Oh,
Those are full
no.
bottles of water. Full
Oh,
bottles
man.
of water. He took it off my counter, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, you're not paying attention to me."
I'm
So
going to
hold
do
on
something.
1 second while I put those up, because that just kind of sucks. I don't want water all over the place.
No, I agree. And you know what I was going to tell you, but I forgot at the beginning of the show. I found it. So next week.
Oh, nice.
Next week
I
we
have
can
it too.
eat some.
Cool.
Yeah, next week we'll eat some. As long as I don't
Can't
lose
eat
it
though.
between now and next week.
Stop.
Stop. While you corral the dog, I will get. So everybody, Cyberpunk is now wet. I am going to mute the professor so he can yell at his dog and then doesn't get in trouble with the. Oh, you're back.
All right.
I brought you back. So, have you ever heard about that girl that
Okay.
she was a Twitch streamer and she like used to abuse her pets on Twitch. Like
Wait.
literally should be like,
me?
"Oh, you're a lovely cat," and then she'd throw the cat like halfway across the room. Like, and people on the internet were like, their heads were just like, "What are you doing, crazy lady?" Too long
like that
didn't
vegan
watch.
lady.
Yeah. So,
but did you fast forward it to the wetness?
No, not yet. Let me get to the wet.
Just fast. That's the only reason why I wanted to show that, because
There we go.
what they did actually looks really cool. And
Yeah,
yes,
let me get that on
freaking
screen.
Cyberpunk.
Let me get it on screen.
Falling on the backdrop, but not on your character. The rarer acid rain, nature's reminder. that
Acid rain?
The atmosphere full of death.
That does look cool.
Isn't deadly
That looks
at all.
super
Doesn't it
cool.
though?
2 years ago,
Yeah,
the acid
looks
rain
amazing.
was marketed as something that would make
I could see
NPCs
that
run
definitely
for
ramping up that game
But
to
as it
another
stands
level.
now, it
Because
makes
now
the
it's
sky
got
yellow,
like that,
and I
like
think it looks really pretty when you're driving under it.
I agree.
You know what would be
Look at
cool,
that.
too, is
Look
if
how
there was a
cool
game
that is.
mechanic. It'd be cool if there was a game mechanic though that your car was slippy slidey. Because there's no way that those cars aren't like
Their crops are literally dying.
rear
Whoa,
wheel
she
drive.
Changed the Cyberpunk game.
Whoa,
literally
that
has
creeps
to
me
be
out
Cyberpunk.
too
wet
much.
all the
Creep
time.
me out way too much. Not gonna watch that anymore, lady. You creep me out.
You're out of
Okay.
here. I love that outfit. by the way.
Creepy, but yes, the wetness looks really good, and I like that they have a whole team of just wet responders.
Yeah, could you imagine like that's your job title? Like, what's your
Yeah.
job? I make wet happen in a game.
It's like the cake in the Matrix, okay?
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Thank you for watching this segment of the TP Show. Please follow us on Fruitlab. Don't forget we have a podcast on your favorite podcast app. This has been another installment of the TP Show.